Tonight on News 5 Live, UDP standard-bearer Nelma Mortis hits the pause button on her campaign in Caribbean shores due to a heated dispute over who the real party leader is. Meanwhile, Americans are heading to the polls to choose their next president. But what do Belizeans think about the race and its potential outcome? In other news, Santa Cruz Village Chairman Vincent Scott is in hot water, accused of pointing a firearm at his ex-common-law wife. And Inspector Christopher Martinez is still behind bars after the court denied, that is, his request to pause his sentence. These stories and more are coming up at the top of the hour. Stay tuned.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
They'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla. Make some noise.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Tuesday, November 5th. I am Sabrina Daly. She was the UDP's mayoral candidate for the March 6th municipal elections, with Moses Shine Barrow as the undisputed leader at the time. But what a difference 8 months can make. Now there's confusion over who the real UDP leader is, Barrow or Albert Area Representative Tracy Tager-Panton. The big question is, who will be the standard bearer in the next general elections? Each leader wants their own executive and their own set of candidates to go up against the PUP's 31. It's been a week since Panton took over the party's headquarters, along with the radio station and newspaper at the Youth for the Future Drive location. Today, News 5's Marian Ali sat down with Dr. Nelma Mortiz, the UDP's former mayoral candidate, who candidly shared that she has suspended her campaign as the Caribbean Shores standard bearer under the Shine Barrow banner until a court decides who the true UDP leader is.
Many of you will recall Dr. Nelma Mortiz, the UDP mayoral candidate from the March elections. She was appointed as the party's standard bearer for the Caribbean Shores in August under the leadership of Moses Shine Barrow. However, a lot has changed since then. Now, Mortiz has announced that she is suspending her campaign until there is a clear decision on who is the true UDP leader.
People are asking, what is happening? People that you don't even know that they know you. What is happening with the party? Where are we going? I mean, it has affected all of us. I got endorsed the same day Boots Martinez got endorsed.
So you're still campaigning?
I suspend until the clouds are cleared.
Mortiz has two relatives, including a nephew, Ian Jones, who were at one point close to Collett Area Representative Patrick Farber. They supported Barrow when he became leader and continue to support him. While the chaos has been embarrassing to the UDP, Mortiz believes that it is something good for the party, and all the disputing factions need to do is take transformative actions to realign with the party's ideologies.
That internal force that is causing all this chaos and confusion is not something bad at all. If the force would have occurred from outside, then we know it would have been an end of the United Democratic Party. But when change occurs, and we are in a modern democracy, so change comes upon us, and when we do not accept it, things like this happen. So that internal force that is occurring within the UDP should make us evolve, and that would be the beginning of reform or growth, whoever takes the lead.
Mortiz says she will be guided by the court's decision on who is the leader. Until then, she agrees with Jamaican attorney Dr. Christopher Malcolm on who is the present leader.
Professor Malcolm just solidified my position that I have been observing for very long, in terms of saying by the Constitution, by the law, that Shine Barrow is the leader of the United Democratic Party.
So what's your take on the convention that was held?
I did not know that section of the Constitution that says that a convention should be held every odd year. And so the odd year was last 2023. This is 24. So the next convention should have been 2025, according to the Constitution.
The UDP Constitution.
The UDP Constitution.
But it also states that a special convention can be called if delegates...
It says the special convention can be called in the case of an emergency. What is an emergency? Now, I will openly confess, just like Professor Malcolm, that the Constitution has room for interpretation. And that is what is happening. They interpret it accordingly. And that is the first reform that should occur once the UDP get back its stability.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
The big day is here. Americans are heading to the polls to choose their next leader. This election isn't just about the U.S. Its outcome will ripple across smaller developing countries and those with diplomatic ties. To see how Belizeans think the results will affect Belize, News 5's Brittany Gordon hit the streets of Belize City. Here's what she found out.
For many Belizeans, today might feel like just another Tuesday in November. But for Americans everywhere, it is a pivotal day that will shape their country's future for the next 4 years and beyond. It's the final chance for Americans to vote and decide who will be the next president of the United States. This year's contenders are Kamala Harris from the Democratic Party and Donald Trump from the Republican Party. Earlier today, we chatted with some Belizeans to see if they're following the election. Some were very keen on the outcome, while others weren't as concerned.
Yes, I'm keeping up with it, and we're really happy. I ride from Lemonade Village, where I live, with my son-in-law, and all that we was talking about is the U.S. election. But he said, man, if you tell me that Trump is in the lead, you go piss me off. I go crash this vehicle. I don't want Trump in the lead. He want Kamala Harris win, you know.
So what do you think is the best way to stay informed right now?
Well, the best way to stay informed is if you got a phone, you click onto YouTube and hit the news about the election, you know.
We right here, we're keeping up to the elections.
Okay. How are you staying informed?
Well, I'm on the news, logging in every day. I'm watching all the election board pass and everything that's moving. So you know that right now we just want somebody strong coming in power and get back with Belizean their home. We want need to come home.
To be completely honest, I'm not. That's not really, much of my business, but I do have family across there. I'm not sure if they're keeping up to date with it either because we haven't really discussed or spoke about it. But I've seen, a couple of videos and people voting, and I've seen that people are voting for the female to, come in, but I'm not sure. I'm not really looking into it like that.
While the political climate in the U.S. might not be a top concern for some Belizeans, it's a different story for the estimated 100,000 Belizeans living there. Many are anxious about the well-being of their family and friends who now call America their home.
I'm concerned about it because some people say that Trump was no nonsense man, and like Kamala Harris got in little black blood, Haitian blood, going up against a white man, So, well, the last time Trump made, he made a deal with a lot of immigrants, and you can't stop immigrants. People got to live. You know, a lot of Belizean where they oversaw and a lot of other countries where they're America, like they take America as their savior country, US dollars, yeah.
So do you have family in the States that you're worried about?
A lot of family I got. Sisters, nephews, aunt.
The candidates, when they speak, certain things come out of their mouth. The first thing they will do when they come to office, Trump say what he will be the biggest deportation of migrants and Belizean people. So Belizean people or whoever over America, they need to take this serious. Because if they choose that guy again, they're going backwards. And make it worse for them, they're going home.
The election also sets the stage for diplomatic relations between Belize and the United States. During Trump's presidency, he didn't appoint a U.S. ambassador to Belize. It wasn't until the Biden administration that Michelle Kwan took on the role as the current ambassador to Belize. Belize and the U.S. collaborations have also increased through the Central American Regional Security Initiative Economic Support Fund, CARCI-ESF. CARSE annually supports civil society and good governance initiatives in Belize with funding from the United States government.
Election is be the same thing all around the world. Everybody have to suffer. If Trump come in power, everybody have to cry. You know, they legalize everybody, they put everybody back in the country. Everybody have to work for surviving. You can't survive, you can't win for eat. I say that I only have to pray for God and everything, give the strength of Jesus Christ, and everybody have to start to believe in Jesus.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Police were at the home of independent legislator Assad Michael, who was tragically found dead this morning in a pool of blood at his St. John's Antigua residence. Authorities have yet to release a statement about the discovery of the Member of Parliament for St. Peter, but his death has sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Crowds gathered outside his Dry Hill home on the outskirts of the capital. Born on December 21, 1969 in Guadalupe, Michael has previously served as a minister under Prime Minister Gaston Brown. He ran as an independent candidate in the January 2023 general election after parting ways with the ruling Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party. Here's a report from our colleagues at ABS News.
The nation mourns the tragic passing of the Honourable Assad Michael, Member of Parliament for the St. Peter constituency. Commissioner of Police Atlee Rodney says the authorities have now launched a homicide investigation after Michael's body was found in a pool of blood in his home this morning.
There are some injuries on the body which now opens up a homicide investigation as to the circumstances that led to those injuries.
He says that all resources will be deployed to investigate the crime.
We are going to use all the resources that we have locally, regionally and internationally. I will be speaking to my regional partners, I'll be speaking to my international partners, and whatever resources that we need, we will use everything to address such a serious crime. It is a very heinous crime when you see that type of injury and that somebody's lying in that condition.
Commissioner Rodney also appeals to the public for assistance with ongoing investigations.
We will use this opportunity to appeal to the general public that they must respect the family, the privacy of the family, and be careful of the type of information they're going to share. At the same time, we will ask them, anyone who have any information, any indication as to what may have transpired, to step forward. This is a national event in the term that everybody have a part to play, and we will call for every citizen to play their part in solving this matter.
Meanwhile, one of Assad Michael's closest friends and campaign manager reflected on his generosity and kindness.
My heart is broken. Mr. Michael, remember, I have 3 boys who used to attend the St. Joseph Academy School. And Mr. Michael is there for me through thick and thin, assisting me with my sons, assisting everybody in St. Peter's. I could call and say, Mr. Michael, someone in the constituency called, and they said they need assistance with this, and he said, what are you waiting on? Come. You know, that's the kind of person. He's open-minded. You know, I love him so much.
MP Michael's murder is now the 11th homicide for 2024. Andrina Athel D'Souza, ABS News.
Coming up, Santa Cruz chairman allegedly pulled gun at ex-common law.
Hello, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Methodist evangelist Billy Sunday often told the story of a Christian who got a job in a lumber camp where the workers had a reputation for being ungodly. A friend, hearing that he had been hired, said to him, if those lumberjacks ever find out you're a Christian, you're going to be in for a hard time. After a year, the man returned home for a visit, and while in town, the friend who had predicted that he would receive ridicule and persecution from the workers in the lumber camp asked his friend if they had given him a hard time because he was a Christian. He answered, oh no, not at all. They didn't give me a bit of trouble. They never even found out. How sad that so many seek to be secret followers of Christ and allow their identity with Christ to be made known only on Sunday. Maybe the world would be a better place to live and Christianity would be more highly regarded if Christians carried their Christianity with them into the workplace and streets of their towns and villages by letting their light shine brightly. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
Tell me, what about I want today? I recently done a Red Gal video. I get more views than Harriet. And you know one person had the nerve to post that I not even a Red Gal? I mean, like, what that mean anyway?
Well, here what about me? Every time I go buy meat pie, and I go, so, nothing in there. Nothing.
So this is my issue. I over 18. I don't want no one artist. And you could believe my man still expect me for wash dishes? We don't got time for that. I only prefer dishes. Yes.
And you, sir?
Well, I don't really got them kind of problems, you know. Ever since I switched to DJ and signed up for my unlimited postpaid plan, life stress-free. Nothing bother me or my connection no more.
Miss the opening ceremony of the 17th edition of the Belize International Film Festival, live from UB's Jaguar Auditorium in Belmopan on Wednesday, November 6th at 7:30 p.m. Only on Channel 5, Facebook, and YouTube.
The Statistical Institute of Belize, in collaboration with UNICEF, informs the public that they will conduct the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey starting August 26th for approximately 14 weeks. During the survey, trained interviewers will visit randomly selected households nationwide. Each field worker will wear a mint green t-shirt with the Mix 7 logo and an official photo identification card. We thank you for your participation. For more information on the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, call us at 822-2207. The Statistical Institute of Belize, providing Belize with quality, objective, and timely information.
News 5 is following a disturbing incident that happened late this afternoon at the Philip Gosen International Airport. Two young men, both working for Aero Dispatch Service, got into a heated argument that quickly turned physical. Things took a violent turn when a knife was pulled, and one of the men was stabbed in the eye. He was bleeding heavily and was rushed to the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital for urgent treatment. The police have yet to release an official report on the incident. We'll keep you updated as more details emerge. Tonight, Vincent Scott, the chairman of Santa Cruz Village, is in hot water with the law. His ex-common law wife, Dalia Cabral, claims that he pulled a gun on her Monday night inside her home. She says they had an argument earlier in the day about a man who was at her house when Scott visited. Later that evening, Scott allegedly came back, pointed a gun at her, and tried to shoot, but the firearm jammed. News 5 briefly spoke with Scott over the phone this morning after talking to Cabral. He told us he was heading to the police station. We tried to reach him again this afternoon, but couldn't get a hold of him. Here's what Cabral shared with us over the phone.
To be honest, I had a friend of mine fixing a radio, but I thought it wasn't a problem because I'm not going to do anything in this house. I respect this house because it's my kid's house. And he came and find a guy inside. From there, Mr. Scott look for my set. I hear somebody there. He came inside. I said, nobody there. And the person jumped out the window. Mr. Scott run downstairs and get the gun and start chasing around the village. I tell her that me unnecessary. You move on, Mr. Scott. Maybe I'm wrong for curse somebody out, but we weren't doing anything. And I feel to do anything because you give the house to us and the kids. So I didn't see any problem with it, Mr. Paul. I didn't see any problem with it. And I went to the report in Santa Cruz the same time after 11, and the police there, they had the guy that was breaking the house because Mr. Scott said it burglarized, but how can it be burglarized? And I let him inside. Mr. Scott got after 8 with the gun. The door was locked. We have a broken window. He entered with the gun, and it jammed. That's why I had a break to run and jump off the veranda. Right now, my ankle is sprained. I don't have anything to eat, nothing. I told him to go hide because if Scott would have found in there, it would have been a big trouble, so I was avoiding it. Yeah. And it seems like everything is my fault. I nearly cost this guy's death. But I sure to God wasn't doing anything with the guy.
Have you filed a police report against him for last night?
Yes, I did, but the transferred to my quick. I was supposed to reach there for 8, but I'm unable to reach.
Back in September, Inspector of Police Christopher Martinez was handed a 5-month prison sentence after admitting to wounding detainee Aaron Flowers. Fast forward to now, he's already served 1 month, 3 days, and 3 weeks, and 3 days. Tonight, his bid to pause his sentence was shot down by the magistrate's court. If it had been approved, he would have been out and about while waiting for his appeal date. Instead, he's stuck behind bars. His lawyer, Hubert Ellerington, argues that by the time the appeal is heard, Martinez will have already served his full sentence. So they're gearing up to take this fight to the High Court.
Christopher Martinez applied to the Chief Magistrate to grant a stay of his sentence because if he were to remain in prison until the appeal that he has filed against his sentence be heard, the time of the sentence would long expire before his appeal is heard, and this would mean that his constitutional right and his legal right to a fair trial within a reasonable time, as is guaranteed to every Belizean by the Constitution, would be seriously violated. Apparently, the magistrate believes that there is still time within which the Court of Appeal might decide to hear the appeal right away, and that therefore there is still time to ensure that his constitutional and legal right is preserved. Mr. Martinez is therefore left with no option but to go right away to the High Court to ask for a stay or that his appeal be heard immediately.
The High Court has called for a detailed psychiatric evaluation of Elvira Mulholland, the woman who shot her husband on the Coastal Plain Highway. On Saturday, October 26, Elvira and her husband Jeffrey Mulholland got into a heated argument. Jeffrey left the house in his car, but Elvira allegedly chased him down in her own vehicle and shot him in the head. She then reportedly robbed him of an iPhone 16 worth $4,000 and $9,000 in cash. Miraculously, Jeffrey lived to tell the tale. Elvira was arraigned on Monday, October 28th, and tonight she remains behind bars because her bail application wasn't heard. The judge, after reviewing the case details, ordered a thorough psychiatric evaluation to determine if she's fit to be in society. As a result, the bail hearing has been postponed to November 25th. We'll keep you updated as the story unfolds. Today, the People's Constitution Commission, PCC, gathered for the second day of their plenary session to dive into the first draft of their recommendations. They're going through the draft line by line, making sure every recommendation is thoroughly reviewed by the Commission. To put this draft together, the PCC split into 6 thematic committees, covering areas like finance and governance, and use the collected data to shape their recommendations. Now, all these recommendations are compiled into one document that needs a thorough analysis and discussion by all stakeholders. As we've mentioned before, the PCC has fallen behind their original timeline and is now asking for an extension to finalize the draft. We had a quick chat with Anthony Chinona, the chair of the PCC, about this extension request.
The timeline or the application for an extension to the timeline, by statute, the Commission ceases on the 16th of November. And there can be no further extension unless there is a legislative amendment to the Act. That takes an Act of Parliament. So I'm in conversation with the Attorney General to look at what happens next, given the timeline. But this document, because it's such a tedious exercise, we're dealing with the soul of our nation. A constitutional exercise should not be hurried. And it should have full scrutiny and transparency as to its contents by the PCC plenary. The plenary is the voice of the PCC, and so we cannot advance a document into any other space than the plenary for them to validate the contents, and then it moves on. So the timeline now is, at least we should allow all of them to take back this draft for at least 3 weeks to give them sufficient time to share it with their stakeholders. But when we look at the timeline between now and the 16th, we can't fit 3 weeks into that. And so we feel that to do a proper process of consultation with the stakeholders, there should be additional time to allow the document to face scrutiny. Consultation to continue and to validate ownership. And that is why we're asking for the further extension of time.
The deadline for the People's Constitution Commission, PCC, to submit their final draft of recommendation is looming. However, Anthony Chinona, the chair of the PCC, says they need more time to wrap up all the necessary work and are seeking an extension. Earlier today, a draft of the PCC's recommendations started making the rounds, but Chinona is not happy about it. He claims this draft doesn't accurately reflect the Commission's final product. Some Commission members, like Caleb Orozco, have voiced their disappointment, with Orozco posting on social media that several key recommendations were left out. Chinona assures that today's discussions will address any oversights, emphasizing that the recommendations are based on data collected from the public. He also mentioned that the Commission is pushing for more public consultations after the report is submitted to ensure everyone's voice is heard. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops.
In the Trinidad and Tobago experience, they just went through this process. One of the expectations, and we would hold the same expectation, is that First of all, just for clarification, we do not present this document to the public. The law is very clear. We present and only to the Prime Minister of Belize. He gets the document. But one of the expectations that we are proposing in the draft of the final report is to allow to encourage the government of Belize to set up a secondary tier, a secondary process to take the document into the public space by a separate process and procedure to allow the people of Belize to see the contents of the report, to debate it. Perhaps this can be led by the University of Belize, the Belize Chamber of Commerce, or whatever other civil society group, so that when the people of Belize go to a referendum, they can make an informed decision. And that's why this process takes time, but that is not for us to do. Our remit is talk to the people, take a record of their views, put it into a report, and give it to the Prime Minister. That's easier said than done. We're now 2 years at it, and we think we need another 2 months to finish.
The Belize Government Lotteries is making its 1-year anniversary with a bang by raffling off $1 million. This special event, fittingly named the 1 and a Million Anniversary Jackpot, is a one-time celebration. According to a release from the government Belize Lotteries on Monday, tickets are now on sale for just $5 and can be bought from any of their sub-agents across the country. Ticket sales will close on December 20th at 9 p.m. and the big draw will happen the next day, Saturday, December 21st at 10 a.m. If there are multiple winners, the jackpot will be split among them. Customers should note that tickets are only valid for 30 days after the draw date and must be fully legible with the QR code and ticket number intact to claim the prize. After the break, Culture Tuesday goes far east to Japan. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we are here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Japan's rich cultural tapestry, woven into its historical roots and modern innovations, makes it a captivating destination for any traveler seeking an immersive and enriching experience. News 5's Isani Katano joined a delegation of reporters, university lecturers, and government officials on a trip to Japan in the Far East, where he took the cultural and tourism experience for this week's Culture Tuesday. Here's that story.
Japan's culture is famous worldwide, from its stunning art and delicious cuisine to its captivating films and music. And let's not forget the vibrant world of Japanese pop culture with its iconic comics, mesmerizing animation, and cutting-edge video games that have fans all over the globe. A few weeks ago, I had the incredible chance to visit this amazing island nation in East Asia. Even though the long flight from New York to Tokyo left me jet-lagged, my adventure in the land of the rising sun was truly eye-opening and unforgettable. It was a privilege to embark on this familiarization visit alongside a distinguished group of journalists, professors, and government representatives from across the Caribbean. We were invited to Japan by the Association for Promotion of International Cooperation. APIC actively participates in a range of development cooperation projects aimed at fostering and strengthening connections with the international community. These initiatives are designed not only to promote global partnerships, but also to cultivate a deeper mutual understanding between Japan and numerous other nations, including Belize. This was our inaugural journey to such a distant part of the world, making it even more special. Accompanying me from Belize was my dear friend and esteemed colleague, LJ Wade, a familiar face to many of you from Plus TV. Following a grueling 14-hour non-stop flight from JFK, we finally touched down at Haneda Airport, the bustling hub and busiest of the 2 international gateways to the greater Tokyo area. The excitement of arriving in such a vibrant city was evident as we landed, ready to explore all that Tokyo has to offer. Our first day in the lively capital city was packed with exciting visits, including a stop at a prestigious university renowned for its focus on animation and the visual arts. There, we had the privilege of meeting a distinguished professor, a true expert in the field of Japanese animation. who shared fascinating insights into this captivating art form. Our next stop was the iconic Camina Ramon, where a massive red lantern majestically hangs at the center of the Tokyo Gate. Originally constructed in 941 AD by the military commander Taira no Kinmasa, the Camina Ramon was initially situated near Komagata. It found its current home in 1635, during which time the revered gods of wind and thunder were believed to have been enshrined on the gate, adding to its historical and cultural significance. From that point, we embarked on our culinary adventure, heading to our first stop, a charming traditional restaurant that meticulously honors every custom, making a Japanese dining experience exceptionally unique and unforgettable. The cuisine is a delightful blend of tradition, artistry, and seasonal ingredients. It emphasizes balance, harmony, and presentation, making each meal a feast for both the eyes and the palate. Given Japan's island geography, seafood is central to its cuisine. This includes raw fish or sashimi, grilled fish, and various seafood-based dishes. The staple, however, is rice, often served plain or as sushi. To cap off our day, we immersed ourselves in the enchanting world of kabuki, a classical Japanese theater that masterfully blends dramatic storytelling with traditional dance. Kabuki is renowned for its highly stylized performances, dazzling and ornate costumes, and the intricate kumadori makeup that transforms its performers into living works of art. Elsewhere during our trip, we boarded a bullet train for Kyoto, a city where ancient traditions and modern life coexist in perfect harmony. Kyoto is celebrated for its breathtaking temples, tranquil gardens, and deep cultural heritage. During our visit, we marveled at the Golden Pavilion, a magnificent Zen Buddhist temple. This iconic structure stands as one of the most beloved landmarks in Japan's former capital. At an unassuming yet exclusive restaurant in Kyoto, where securing a reservation requires months of anticipation, I had the unforgettable experience of being introduced to the exquisite delicacy of Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef is among the most expensive meats in the world. It boasts intricate marbling with delicate streaks of fat woven through the meat, enhancing its tenderness, moisture, and rich flavor. In Kyoto, the women are draped in traditional Japanese clothing, including the national dress of Japan, the kimono. Our next stop was Kanazawa, a city in central Japan with a population of roughly 500,000 residents. LJ perfectly captured the essence of our week-long adventure in Japan.
Tokyo is the bustling modern metropolis that's filled with innovation, while Kyoto and Kanazawa holds on to ancient traditional practices with its antique beauty and landscapes. We got to experience traditional practices such as kabuki in Tokyo, the laka method in Kanazawa, and no in Kyoto. We also got to eat traditional foods such as tempura, sushi, sashimi, miso soup, and matsutake, which I hear is super expensive, and I got to eat 2 of them, so I'm very, very thankful for that.
APIC was founded in September 8th, 1975, with the goal of making it easier for the public to understand and support official development assistance projects by providing accessible information. After a legal revision on April 1st, 2013, APIC became a general incorporated foundation, but it continues to carry out its original mission with the same dedication and purpose.
I can't wait to go back home to Belize and write about Japan, which in my view is the perfect blend of modernization and cultural preservation.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
When we return, Sidco's street damage assessment has Colette with the costliest repairs.
Take control with My Social Security, your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. To create a My Social Security account, you must be 14 years or older and have a valid email address. Visit the My Social Security self-service portal at ssbportal.org.bz. Click on Create Account. Enter your date of birth and phone number. Next, verify your email address to continue. To verify, simply enter your email address and click the Send Verification button. Enter the verification code sent to your email inbox to proceed. Next, create a password that meets the requirements. Enter the name and select a reason for your account. Then click Create. Your My Social Security account was successfully created. Your information security is our priority. If you have a Social Security number, click Link My SSN to link your Social Security number to your account and activate using the steps in your confirmation email. If you do not have a Social Security number, click Register with SSB. You're now ready to truly experience Social Security at your fingertips.
I am 11 years old and I go to Hattieville Government School. I think it was evening. My mom got out of her room and she shouted that I had won the essay competition. I felt excited that my school got a prize because my school needs it. I remember one morning waking up to the news that my cousin was in an accident. It was an uncertain and fearful situation until we learned that she was going to be okay. Unfortunately, not every family member is as lucky as we were. Many families lose loved ones to traffic accidents, and I cannot help but wonder how many accidents can be avoided if only people would keep their eyes on the road and mind on the drive. We are all humans, so what the driver misses, another passenger in the vehicle may catch just in time to save lives.
With Cleanne winning this competition, not only shows that Cleanne is a brilliant student, it also shows that the quality of education provided here at Hattieville Government School is exceptional. A big thank you to BEL. The donation will be used to refurbish the computer lab. I believe it will enhance their learning capabilities and it would also better equip them for this technological world that we're now living in. Thank you to BEL. Keep up the good work and encouraging students to read more, write more, and participate in competition. And also to note that BEL does not only provide electricity, but that they also engage the communities in a lot of positive ways.
Gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
The Belize City Council's street damage assessment report, released late Monday, reveals that the Collet constituency tops the list for the most expensive repairs needed. Mesopotamia comes in second, while Fort George and Pigstock are the least costly. The total bill for fixing streets damaged by recent rains and floods is nearly $1.6 million. Interestingly, even though Collet is the priciest to repair, it has only 10 streets and 13 sections needing work. On the other hand, Lake Independence has a whopping 27 streets and 12 sections requiring repairs. News 5's Marian Ali gives us a detailed breakdown of the streets and the repair costs.
They may have umpteen time to fix the street before the rain start. You understand? Long before the rain start, they may have umpteen time to fix the street. They don't do it. No, they blame the rain now, right? But the street is blocked up for your vehicle. And not only for your vehicle. Everybody's vehicle street is blocked up. I mean, come on, that past nonsense.
St. Thomas Street, I don't know who is responsible for it, but trust me, tell them, must tell them the vehicle and where they drive, the minister who's responsible for that, tell them they can't leave right out there and swear to go on out there. If you roll a coaster by the field, it's better than that.
Many residents of Belize City are frustrated with the worsening condition of the streets, largely due to the recent heavy rains. Mayor Bernard Wagner has assured that repairs will begin once the weather clears up. Late Monday, the Belize City Council shared a draft copy of a street damage assessment report dated October 31st, detailing the number of streets and sections in each of the city's 10 constituencies that need various levels of repair. It shows the Lake Independence constituency to have the most streets that need repairs at 40. That's because while there are 27 streets that need repair, 3 of them have more than one section that needs attention. 2 of the streets, which haven't been named, each have 7 sections that need repairs. The estimated cost for materials to fix the Lake Eye area is about $43,000. In stark contrast, Collet, which borders Lake Eye, has a list of 10 streets, but 13 sections overall that need repair. The price tag for the material to fix these streets is around $423,000. The Albert Division faces a bill of $49,000 for materials to fix just 6 streets. Over in Pigstock, 11 streets each need only one section repaired, costing about $8,500 in materials. Meanwhile, Fort George has 4 damaged streets, with repair materials estimated at around $20,000. Queen Square has 15 streets and 2 of them have 2 sections each to repair, which brings the number of sections to fix in that area to 17. The price for the material to repair is over $266,000. The Freetown constituency has 11 streets in need of repair, and the cost for the necessary materials is estimated at $73,000. The Belize City Council will have to spend $117,000 to purchase material for the Mesopotamia Division, which has 4 damaged streets to repair. Caribbean Shores has 24 streets to repair at a cost of $133,000 for the purchase of materials. The Port Loyola constituency needs a whopping $112,000 for materials to repair 19 streets and 27 sections. Both taxi drivers and pedestrians we spoke with agree on one thing: the streets across the city desperately need fixing.
Most of them got the potholes. Most of them have potholes, so they need to fix. You know, so.
Anyone in particular?
You got Vernon Street right there. Vernon Street need fix.
The streets are terrible, especially King Street and Euphrates Avenue, Amara Avenue. All them streets full of water when it rains.
Potholes?
Oh, don't ask about potholes.
One of the streets that needs to be repaired is Rivera Street. It's in a really bad condition. Okay. That's one of the main streets on the south side.
Has it affected the way you have to maintain your vehicle?
Well, not really, because I know from my aunt, it's her street, so, well, she live on the street. Yeah. So basically, I think they need to fix that street.
The street they are fixing due time, and that's some of that. I think.
Will it affect your vehicle?
Yeah, you affect the vehicle, but we can't run right now because the rain no want give away
get it break for hold up to make we fix the street then. But as soon as the rain hold up, I think the guys gonna fix the street.
Most of the street there, you know, I find they broke up and I have a lot of water, especially when it rains, a lot of water and stuff like that. So I feel like I need to do something to the streets then, yeah.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
On Monday, the government of Belize kicked off the 4th High-Level Advocacy Forum on Statistics with an opening ceremony. The event brought together representatives from across the region in Placencia to celebrate the impressive milestones achieved by the Standing Committee of Caribbean Statisticians. It was a gathering of minds and a celebration of progress in the world of statistics.
In a year during which the regional and international statistical communities celebrate a number of major milestones, including the 50th anniversary of the Standing Committee of Caribbean Statisticians and the 6th anniversary of the endorsement of the Regional Strategy for the Development of Statistics, as well as the 30th anniversary of the adoption of the United Nations Fundamental Principles of Official Statistics and the 10th anniversary of their endorsement by the United Nations General Assembly. The Statistical Institute of Belize is equally delighted to have our colleagues, our partners, join us in this setting, far removed from the hustle and bustle of our everyday routines, for a week of collaboration, deliberation, planning, and coordination. Today's high-level advocacy forum, as well as the week's various meetings, is being held under the theme, Improving Lives Through Statistics, Strengthening and Innovating Together. It provides a unique opportunity to bring together an array of high-level government officials from across the region, representatives of various international agencies, regional experts, and heads of national statistical offices, with a view to strengthening the partnerships that are among the most critical to the development of statistics in our region.
In a pre-recorded message, Prime Minister John Bersenio spoke to the gathering, emphasizing just how crucial the work of statisticians is across the region. He highlighted their efforts and the significant impact their data-driven insights have on shaping policies and driving progress.
Our Caribbean National Statistics Office have faced numerous challenges in their efforts to operationalize it. These were even further exacerbated in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak, when national statistical systems were required to provide data to support government's response in almost real time. You all had to work with significantly reduced budgets, and hundreds or even thousands of lives depended on the accuracy of the data your office produced. To their great credit, data systems around the world were able to adapt and innovate, supporting the largest ever data-driven response to a global crisis. This is nothing new for small countries with limited resources. By necessity, adaptability and resourcefulness have been very often characterized our national statistical offices and, by extension, our national statistical systems. Here in Belize, we pride ourselves on being innovators across various domains. This extends as well to the domain of statistics, where our own Statistical Institute of Belize aims to be a leader within the region in developing and adopting innovative methods and leveraging the power of technology to support the production of quality and timely data decision-making at all levels.
Up next, Orange Walk woman completes cell phone repair training.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Miss the opening ceremony of the 17th edition of the Belize International Film Festival, live from UB's Jaguar Auditorium in Belmopan on Wednesday, November 6th at 7:30 p.m. Only on Channel 5, Facebook, and YouTube.
This is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Hi everyone, my name is Raja Ravan Senegal and I am 11 years old. Distractions such as drinking, answering a phone or text messages, talking to passengers, or paying attention to someone else. When a driver gets distracted and fails to notice a pedestrian crossing the street, this can cause an accident. Speed limits in Belize are reasonable, so drivers should follow them. Be patient and pay attention to avoid accidents.
We are elated and we want to commend BL for this initiative. Our students always want to do more, and we want to thank Raisha for what she's done for the school. We also want to thank BEL because the funds that Raisha won allowed us to have new classroom windows for a lower division building. And as for BEL, again, we commend you, we thank you, we are grateful.
Today, San Narciso Village in the Corozal district received materials for a brand new water system. This event is part of an ongoing partnership between the Ministry of Rural Transformation and UNICEF Belize. Minister of State Ramiro Ramirez and UNICEF Country Representative Alison Parker were on hand to mark the occasion. It's a significant step forward for the community, ensuring better access to clean water for everyone.
Down south, when we started, I was chatting with Dr. Angela. The good moments that we had there and the worst moments that we had there, The first time that we went to Machakilha, we have to walk couple hours in bush on a trail, harsh trail. But now, today, thanks to UNICEF, thanks to the government of Belize, thank you for rural transformation, we have a nice road that we can take your Lexus or Prado or anything you desire to go and visit that beautiful village now.
We have been working together both in the southern part of Belize as well as the north, where we recognize that persons, especially in the rural areas, do not have access to safe water. It was surprising to find out because I went down to Otasha, I went down to Dolores, we were down in Toledo, we were right down in some of the least developed communities in Belize, where we found active individuals ready to make a difference in their communities. And that is why it was fundamental that our partnership with the rural transformation was not just with the government, but I really want to commend the water boards at the community level for your passion and dedication to your community.
On Saturday, residents of Orange Walk District came together to celebrate finishing the cell phone repair training course. Organized by the Investment Policy and Compliance Unit, this training aimed to help women explore new opportunities and boost their financial independence. Here's News 5's Brittany Gordon with the story.
Orange Walk District just saw a boost in women entering the STEM field thanks to a cell phone repair training course. On Saturday, the graduates celebrated their achievement alongside Prime Minister John Briceño and the Investment Policy and Compliance Unit. Narda Garcia, CEO of the Ministry of Investment, congratulated the women on their impressive accomplishment.
Congratulations on completing the phone repair training. Your dedication and hard work have paid off and will continue to pay off. You have acquired valuable skills that will serve you well today and in the future. Remember that you are capable of achieving great things and that this is just the beginning of your journey in the tech industry. As Thea said, the tech industry is evolving and evolving fast, very dynamic, and from this you will start to something greater. Keep pushing boundaries, breaking stereotypes, and inspiring others with your passion and expertise. We are proud of you and excited to see where your newfound skills will take you.
Garcia expressed her desire for all the graduates to receive their trade licenses quickly so that they may start receiving income from the new skill. Several graduates expressed their excitement about applying these new techniques in their everyday lives.
Phone is the most important in a home right now because you can you don't use it only to do calls, but you can use it to do chit-chatting. You can use it to pay your bills. You can use it to do paying bills of Social Security or so forth. It's also you can do withdraw or sending money from one person to another. So it's important in a home right now for using phones. So when the phone is spoiled, we get frustrated, right? Because we will not be able not to be able to communicate with our loved ones or to communicate at an emergency or something. So if we are be able to repair our own phone or repair the phone of our loved ones, at a minimum cost, it is very suitable for us.
The participants started from the very basics, such as changing a screen, and slowly advancing to more complex techniques, such as welding and button replacements.
The girl that is back there, she managed to open the iPhone. iPhone is different from other phones. It has a special screwdriver that you have to use it. You cannot open it as how you can. She managed to open, I think, 3 of them. 3 iPhones, and also there was one of us who said that they would bring a speaker, so they brought speakers and they started to repair speakers because the speaker could not charge. And so they changed the port because it was similar to a phone. So at the end of the week, we were all happy and we enjoyed to being together and repairing phone. This is not a stop, but it is just a beginning for us. So I hope you ladies do take it in consideration and continue, because it's just a beginning.
Although the course was just 2 weeks long, the participants are eager to keep learning and growing in this field, driven by their own dedication and the support of the community. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.